Hi guys, in this video we will determine the prime factorization of a composite number. Before we can do that, we need to define prime and composite numbers. A prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that has only itself and 1 as factors, versus composite numbers, which is a natural number greater than 1 that is divisible by a number other than itself and 1. And remember, natural numbers are our counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. They're not negative, they're not zero, they're not fractions, they're not decimals. So we're only considering natural numbers when we talk about prime and composite numbers. And so our first prime number would be the number 2. It's prime because its only factors are 2 and 1. Those are the only numbers I can multiply together to get 2. It doesn't have any other factors. Another prime number would be 3. Its only factors are 3 times 1. Another prime number, my next prime number, is not 4 because 4 does have other factors besides 4 times 1. It also has 2 times 2. So I'm going to put 4 in my composite list, because it's got 4 times 1, but also 2 times 2. So having other factors or being divisible by other numbers besides itself and 1 makes it composite. My next prime number would be 5, because its factors are only 5 and 1. And why don't you pause the video and see if you can come up with 7 more. I'm just going to keep going in order. My next prime number after 5 would be 7. I don't want to just choose all the odd numbers because 9 is not prime. 9 has factors like 1 times 9, but also 3 times 3. So I'm going to put 9 in my composite list. But 11 is prime. My next prime would be 13. And then 17, 19, 23, and 29. There are the first 10 prime numbers, but there are actually an infinite number of prime numbers. We could keep going, but we'll stop there. Some more composite numbers. I already listed 4 and 9. 9 was composite because we have 9 times 1, but also 3 times 3. Some other composites would be the number 6. It's got 6 times 1, but also 2 times 3. 10 is composite. 8 is composite. I'm not really going in order. 12 is composite. 15 is composite. All of these numbers have other factors besides itself and 1. It would be smart to pause and try and think of a few more yourself. And I added 14, 21, and 24, but your answers might be different from mine. That's okay. There are an infinite number of composite numbers as well, so your answers may vary. And it's important to note that the number 1 is not prime nor composite. It's neither. Now we're going to talk about how to find the prime factorization of a number. According to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime numbers in one and only one way, if the order of the factors is disregarded. So every composite number has a unique prime factorization, and we are going to learn how to determine that prime factorization. And what we're going to do is make a factor tree and circle the prime factors at the end of the branches. Here is a factor tree for the number 700. It was first broken down into the factors 7 times 100. And when you get a prime, you circle it, and that branch is finished. 100 is composite, so we break that down into 2 factors, and you could do 2 times 50. You don't have to do 2 times 50. You could do 10 times 10. It doesn't matter which factors you use. You'll get the same result in the end. 50 was composite, so we keep going on that branch, break it down to 2 times 25, and 25 is 5 times 5. Now, just to show I could do it in a different order and get the same result, let's say I start with 700 and I'm like, that's 70 times 10. And 7 is 10 times 7. Well, 7's prime, so I'm going to circle it. And I keep going with 10. that's 2 times 5. I circle those because they're prime. And then this 10 is 2 times 5, and I circle those. And so in both of these factor trees, which I did in a different order, we have 2 2s, we have 2 5s, and we have a 7. Those are all the numbers, the prime factors that you multiply together to get 700. If I multiply those together, I get 700. And notice I listed them in order. You are going to list them in order, and then we're going to use exponents to show repeated prime factors. Since I have 2 2's multiplied together, I'm going to do 2 to the second power. And then I have 2 5's, so I'm going to do 5 to the second power. And then 1 7, so I just do times 7. And I use dots to indicate multiplication, and I arrange the factors from least to greatest. So I would not put 7 times 5 squared times 2 squared. While that is equivalent, I want them to be in order, so I'm listing them like this. And that is the prime factorization of 700. Here are 2 more examples. I recommend you try them yourself first and pause the video, but I will also demonstrate. So for 72, I'm going to break that down into 2 of its factors. I could do 6 and 12. I could do 8 and 9. It doesn't matter what you pick. I'm going to do 8 and 9. 8 is composite, so I break that down to 4 times 2. And then 4 is composite, so I break that down to 2 times 2. And these 2's are primes, so I'm circling them. Those are the ends of the branches. And then I break 9 down to 3 times 3. And so I've got 3 2's and 2 3's. And I have to put them in order from least to greatest. I write 2 to the third power times 3 to the second power. And for 550, I'm going to do 55 times 10, and that would be 11 times 5. Both of those are primes. 10 is 2 times 5. Both of those are primes. So listing my prime factors from least to greatest, I have a 2, 2 5's, and an 11. That's 2 times 5 to the second power times 11.